What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I have just finished playing this match. Excuse me, it was I just recorded it, didn't do any commentary, and it turned out to be one hell of a match. And in fact, not to brag or anything, but I was called the hero of the match. Yes. So we are in the Omaha. I've kept my Omaha and my Phoenix in my port, basically just because I enjoy playing them, and to get the 1.5 XP boost every day, just to build up those free XP reserves if I want or need to convert the experience to use on unlocking something a little bit quickly, or using it for some upgrades so that I don't have to use the whole thing completely stock. And basically that's what I was doing now. Also, I've decided I want to, post this video. You'll see it tomorrow on Saturday, if you're watching it the day it goes live. I kind of want to see how views go on the weekend. I mean, I saw some studies where they said that YouTube's the days with the least amount of traffic are the weekend, but I want to just see, because maybe, I want to do 5 videos a week, so maybe the moment I'm doing Monday to Friday, maybe instead, I don't know, do Wednesday to Sunday and have Monday and Tuesday off. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, this was a good match, apart from one little derp moment. But as you can see, the teams are fairly balanced. I think, I mean, we've got more battleships, but they've got better battleships. Our best is, I mean, we do have Warspighter Tier 6, but they've got a New Mexico, and I think the New Mexico is better. We've got a Congo, they got a Congo. Cruisers are basically equal in terms of tier, but we have more of them, and then they've got 4 destroyers. So, I didn't want to head down that channel at ENF 9 and 10, because with 4 destroyers it could go very, very badly. And unfortunately this Myogi takes some torpedo hits, but even if we had been right next to him, probably couldn't have helped. The AA on the Omaha is not terribly good. But we got this Kuma at 11, just under 11 kilometers, and he has another Kuma at 13.2, so we're going to start engaging them. And basically, I mean, what I really like about this ship is its guns are really easy to use. And they do have a bit of hang time, as I've mentioned in some of my other videos on this, or my other video on this. But the Cleveland, to be honest, that thing is just driving me insane at the moment. Even if you aim perfectly, the enemy's got so much time to take evasive action. And then we managed to get our first Citadel hit of the match, and he's taken out, presumably by a battleship. And now we also got this destroyer at just over 8 kilometers. So I never ever thought I'd say this, but I'm actually looking forward to the Pensacola. If anyone played the 2 in closed beta, they'll know the Pensacola wasn't particularly fantastic. It's got bigger guns, but it's got less of them. The reload time is nearly double compared to a fully upgraded Cleveland, which takes 8 seconds, and Pensacola, at least in CBT, was 15. And its armor isn't as good and all of that. But what I do remember was that its guns were easier to use. They didn't have the same flight time, the same long arc in the air. And I really enjoyed the Cleveland in closed beta. And we get another Citadel. There's nothing wrong with the ship. You just got to, kind of learn how to use it and get back in sync with the guns, which I just haven't done yet. And it's partly what's making it quite frustrating. And now the Kuma is running. We did take out his steering, so maybe he can't turn. But we're going to put some long-range shots into him. He is quite angled at us, and he is pulling away slightly because he is a very, very tiny bit faster than us. But yeah, I mean, I've just got to put more time into the Cleveland, and I'll eventually get it. I mean, the thing is, like, it takes at maximum range something like close to 15 seconds for the shells to actually reach their target, which is very similar to firing at max range in a battleship. Things have a lot of time to get out of the way. But yeah, I'll get there. I actually, even though I haven't had the best of luck with the Cleveland so far, it really does generate a lot of experience really quickly. I think I need, last time I checked, about 20,000 experience to get the Pensacola. I'm also only about 20,000 XP away from the Colorado. So at this rate, I might have it by the time a video on the new Mexico goes live. And then, next stop, North Carolina, which I'm really excited about, but that's going to be a very long and very painful grind. You need 120,000 XP once your Colorado is upgraded. But anyways, now we're in the first real danger. We've been in the match. We've got this Congo who's come up the channel. Thankfully, we've got a cruiser and the Warspite supporting us. Unfortunately, the cruiser doesn't watch my videos. And instead of trying to keep distance, I mean, we've closed a bit more than I would have liked to. He gets within 10 Ks of a battleship and gets completely wrecked. But now they have started to capture our base, and this is where things start getting interesting. We've now got this Furutaka, which I still need to unlock, but excuse me, I kind of been putting it off because I know what a piece of shit that thing was. It must be a destroyer because we're right next to the cap and we can't see anything. But I don't want us to lose our Warspite, who's got some shells coming in from the New Mexico. Going to do some decent damage. I don't think there were any Citadel, so it wasn't the end of the world. But now we're between a rock and a hard place because we've got a Congo about 10 kilometers in front of us, and New Mexico 11 kilometers to our side. So we're just going to put fire into it. And forgive me, the Congo is even closer. It's 8 kilometers. So as you can see, the chat is kind of going a bit crazy right now with calls to defend the base. I'm just trying to damage these enemies as much as possible to give the Warspite the best fighting chance, because they're nearly halfway through the cap. I've now got to turn around and go and render assistance. And the Warspite manages to take out the Furutaka, but now we got this New Mexico 12 kilometers away. And this is where I make a bit of a noob moment that could have cost me. I wasn't paying attention to the map as much as I should have, and I kind of forgot this island was here, and I was trying to get further away from the New Mexico because I wanted to get to the cap, not into a firefight. Thankfully, we get away with it. We take minor damage, which was very lucky because those guns at this range are very accurate. I mean, I normally say in a cruiser, stick to your maximum range when attacking a battleship. But against the New Mexico, I don't think even that would help, because my maximum range is about 12.5 kilometers, I think, if memory serves. And at that range, I'll have very little time to react, and his guns are very accurate. So we've now got to kind of throw caution to the wind. The New Mexico is coming straight at us, but we got to get into this cap circle and stop them from, winning the match. So we're putting fire down onto this Omaha. Thankfully, it was on fairly low health. I wasn't switching to armor piercing here just because I expected at any moment the destroyer would pop up, and this guy was on fairly low health, so it wasn't too much of an issue to have to deal with him with high explosive rounds. And here we go, there we go, there's our kill, and there's the destroyer. It's a Clemson at 5 kilometers. Now, I haven't played this ship much in the past few days, so shooting at a destroyer, accuracy wasn't great, at least initially while I tried to get my eye in, and we're taking shots and some decent damage from the New Mexico. So we're trying to keep moving, keep turning left and right, both to throw off the New Mexico's aim and because we knew that was coming. A huge spread of torpedoes from the destroyer. So we've nearly killed him. He's on fire. I think this next salvo might be enough to do it. Yes, and there we go. We get the kill. And thankfully, the Warspite turned around, and the New Mexico is now having to focus on it. Now, the New Mexico is out of our torp range, because remember the range of these torpedoes is about 5.5 kilometers. However, he's steaming straight towards us, so I was kind of just hoping that, I don't know, maybe he would get in range by the time they reached him. I certainly didn't expect any hits. But we've managed to set him on fire. We're going to continue throwing the high explosive at him, hoping that he goes away. And there come our torpedoes, and we actually manage to get a single hit, which was a lot more than I was expecting. But now that has piqued the New Mexico's interest in us. Set him on fire again, and we're about to take some fire. We're on very low health, so this could end us, but we see him fire, we immediately turn away, and we only take about 1,500 to 2,000 damage, and thankfully now the cavalry has arrived, and he's about to take a nice spread of torpedoes from this Chroma, trying to get some final fire into him, and finish him off, but the kills goes to someone else. Oh, but let me tell you, I was more than a little hyped up after this. It was, very, very intense action towards the end there. Now all we got to do is find the carrier and kill it or cap, And I say, GG guys, and this mad Queen Zoe in the Warspite says, oh, and girl. So there was a lady on our team. But yeah, let me actually end the video, this part here, and I'll just pop over to the results so you can see exactly how we did. So let me just use the power of editing. And voila, here we go. We got 114 target hits, 1 torpedo hit, critically damaged the ship 8 times, destroyed 2 enemy vessels, set 10 fires, caused flooding once, got 3 citadel hits, and defended the base 4 times for 288,722 silver, 4,500 research, and we got Confederate. Team score, we came first on the team by quite a big margin. We got nearly 20,000 armor-piercing damage, nearly 41,000 high explosive damage, just over 18,000 from fires, and 367 flooding, and then 6,700 from the torpedo hits. But yeah, that was, as I said, that was a really fun match, really tense match. Trying to keep the cap reset and not let the enemy cap while the New Mexico is bearing down on your badly hurt cruiser was quite intense, but very, very fun. Let me tell you, very, very fun, and I wish I'd actually recorded proper live commentary during that match, but, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as War Thunder and a few other things. Also, be sure to check the description down below for the links to my Twitter and my Facebook accounts, and follow me there if you want to do so. Also, let me know if you've watched this far and you hear this question. Let me know what you guys would prefer for an upload schedule. Monday to Friday, or say Wednesday to Sunday, uploading on weekends. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.